Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're cooking on the Sportsman's Grill again, so y'all stay tuned. Alright, so a lot of people have been asking me where I get my recipes from, and I try not to do a lot of recipes from other people. Most of the stuff that we make here on the Backwoods Gourmet, I just kind of make it up out of my head. Today is no exception. I usually create my recipes while walking through the grocery store. You know, I'll look at this thing or that thing. I'm like, man, I might could do something with that. And I just start creating a recipe right while I'm walking through the store. And I'm like, I'll see an item and I'll go, I bet that would be great with this other thing. So that's kind of where this came from. To be quite honest with you, I was walking through the grocery store today, and I know I've been eating a lot of holiday stuff. And today I just wanted something different. So today, I'll show you what we got. Today we got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I really need to been eating a lot of fatty foods here around the holidays, so today we're going to back it off a little bit. All right, we got some chunks of cheese here. This would be a good use for those little vegetable and cheese trays you might have left over from Christmas. Same with the, olives. Got some pitted olives, and then we have some Mojo marinade there. It's just the generic kind. So I'll show you what we're going to do. So the first thing I want to do with these boneless, tasteless chicken breasts, that's what I call them. I've been struggling with this piece of meat for a long time, and when you take all the bones and the skin off of it, you guys know where I'm going with that, right? Not a lot of flavor in it left for me, especially if you overcook it. So we're going to take two of them here, and since they're eventually going to be stuffed, we got a fillet knife here, and we're going to kind of just stab them, and I'm kind of guiding them, got my hand here so I can kind of tell and feel where that knife is going. We'll kind of stab them to open just a tiny bit, maybe twist the knife. This one's a little bit frozen, but that's okay. We'll do the same thing. We're starting at the thick end of him here, kind of getting it start in the middle. Just kind of feed it down the other end. You kind of feel where the blade is through the flesh there. Open up just a little bit, maybe twist the knife. Just a little bit, make it easier to stuff it. Alright, so that's the first thing we're doing, and then we're going to marinate them with this Mojo. The easiest way to do that. Okay, it's just with the your good old Zipperlock bag. Throw them bad boys in there. No seasoning on the outside required. This has some great flavors. I'm going to shake that up a little bit, get all the good stuff from down the bottom. A bunch of different kinds of this. I find that they're all good. So I'll pour a little bit of that in there. You guys don't really need to be taught how to do this, but yep, in a Ziploc bag, let them hang out about an hour. So it's winter time here in Florida. You might notice I don't have on my normal chef's coat today. I have on my duck hunting jacket because it's about 40 degrees out here today. I know it's a lot colder for some of you other folks, but one of those rare days where there's a chance of snow here tonight. Winter weather advisory is already up for my my home area up in northern Florida. Big chance of snow there tonight. So we're gonna just I was wondering if I was gonna actually come out here and do this tonight because it's kind of chilly, and I'm like, well, gonna sit out here around a grill, we can warm up our hands. So no excuses, just get out and do it. Okay, so our chicken breasts have been marinating for about an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and let most of the extra marinade drip off of them. And then that marinade will be destined to be thrown out. Never want to reuse marinade that's been used in any kind of poultry. So what we're going to stuff these guys with is cheese and olives. So we're just going to find that hole we made in there, and run your finger down in there if you got to. That's why we cut these small. And just start stuffing them. Cheese, an olive, cheese, olive, just going back and forth with that. Try to make sure that they're working themselves down in there all the way. This one's doing pretty good. I don't remember where we left off, cheese or olive, but nobody's really counting. Cheese, olive. Okay, so just like when we did the whole chicken on the Sportsman's grill, we're only going to put one layer charcoal in the grill here. Spread them out evenly. Alright. Go ahead and put the grill on. Let that start warming up. Then we're going to obviously have to clean this a little bit and season it really well, because boneless, skinless, tasteless chicken breasts tend to be sticky. Okay, last thing we're going to do to our boneless, tasteless chicken breasts, just drizzle them with olive oil and roll them around there a little bit. You know, we're trying to put some taste into these things. Okay. So we're going to coat them with olive oil real well. And we're going to come in with some Everglades Original. This seasoning, if it's not available where you live, this is available on our Amazon store. Okay, you can buy all the different varieties that have this. They actually have a new one called Fish and Poultry. I have not tried yet. Okay, we'll see if we can get a hold of some of that and give it a try. I wish I had some for this dish, but the original is pretty damn good. Just don't get too much on it because it is pretty salty. These are going along quite nicely since we have that single layer of charcoal, and like I said, the temperature's dropping, so I might have to put some more charcoal in there. I got our 8-inch camp-made Dutch oven going over here at about 8 or 9 coals. I'm going to go ahead and give that just a little olive oil and let it preheat a little bit. Into our little Dutch oven, got half a cup of sliced onions, half a cup of small button mushrooms. I'm going to put them in there and kind of let them sweat a little bit. Don't really want to brown them, we just want to sweat them. Okay, so I think our chickens are ready to flip now, so we're going to go ahead and roll those guys over. You see the bottoms look pretty awesome. They're not sticking very much at all either, so that's great. Got great color on the bottom. And you know, this grill is known for being a hot and searing grill. If you put that one layer of charcoal down there, you can do this with it also. Okay, so our onions and mushrooms are sweated down just perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on these for now. Since our chicken has a ways to go yet, I'm going to move it off this few little coals we had it on. It's just like maybe 6 or 7 coals we had it there. Just for a little bit, and we got some more going over there on the side if we need to freshen it up. And what we're going to make with this is going to be an Alfredo sauce with some fresh fettuccine. Alright, so we're going to move the pot back on here. It's been a little while. Go ahead and take that lid off. And you know, here it's a weekday. We don't got a lot of time. I know you guys don't either. We're going to pour about half a jar of canned Alfredo sauce in there. Some pretty good stuff right there. And just put the lid back on and just kind of let that start warming up. Give it a little more coals. Check, just started to bubble. Going to stir in our veg. Take that off the fire. We don't want the veg to cook much more. Just want to warm it up. So we'll set that back here behind the behind the Sportsman's grill. Let it stay warm. Like I said before, worst thing you can do is overcook these guys. So we're going to start probing them now. We're looking for 150 in the thickest part of those guys. And right now we're at about 130, 135. So we're going to start keeping a real good eye on them. Hey folks, I ain't kidding, getting cold out here. In the 40s right now, temp dropping fast, alright? And I know all you guys up north are all laughing, oh, 40s, well, we go out and wash our cars and start breaking out the barbecue grills at 40. Well, I know that when it gets 80, you guys are all tucked up in the air conditioning, sweating your butt off. When it's 80 down here, we're all celebrating that it's a nice cool day. So just all depends on where you're from. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here. This is some of our artisan fettuccine. This is super awesome, homemade, organic. Alright, so to dress that, what we have is some zucchini spirals here. Got some salt and pepper on them. Put a little bit of olive oil on them. Just going to kind of toss those a little bit. And the olive oil, salt and pepper. These are raw, by the way. So go in there with a little bit of that. Alright, now our sauce that we done in the little Dutch oven there, a little 8-inch camp made, nice and hot, with mushrooms and onions. Going in with a little of that. Ooh, almost spilled it. Now for the star of the show, our stuffed chicken breasts. Bring those out. They're still steaming hot, right? We kept these warm over there on some foil. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple slices of those. Put that right on there. Put a couple of our slices. You see it's got the cheese and olives right in the center there. Just a tiny shake of little Everglades on top. A couple olives on the plate. 2 little cubes of our cheese right on top. There you go. That's a stuffed, boneless, skinless chicken breast done on the Sportsman's grill with fettuccine alfredo and zucchini spirals. The only thing that needs right now is a little grate of fresh Parmesan cheese right on top. Wow. So when it's 40 out, it is a little more challenging to make, to cook outdoors. Let's try some of that fettuccine. Wow. That is way better than the kind that comes in a box. I'll tell you that. So let's try some of the chicken. This boneless, tasteless chicken breast. If you cook it right, it can be good. Let's see if this is. Still very moist and juicy. All the chicken flavor there doesn't taste like, you know, tofu. Shouldn't taste like that. If you stop that thing at 150, 155 at the most, you know, you can let it cool a minute, wrap it up in some foil. It won't overcook. it'll be awesome every time. If you let it get much hotter than that, it's going to turn into shoe leather and not have a lot of taste. So that's the trick. And if you don't have a really good instant read thermometer, that's going to be very hard to determine when that point hits it. So we have a couple of these up on our very expensive ones up on our Amazon store. So you guys check that in. The first comment below, we're going to leave you the link. But that's pretty damn good right there, especially cooked out here when it's like 40 degrees. Hey, thanks for watching Backwoods Gourmet. As always, if you liked the video, hit that like button right down there. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, hit that button right there. To see our last video, it's right up here. And for a whole playlist of cooking on the Lodge Cast Iron Sportsman's Grill, y'all check it out right up there. We'll see you next time.